Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Well, for this week, I'm actually covering a game I beat about 6 months ago for the Switch called Astral Chain. Now, I was really excited when this was coming out because it looked like it was potentially going to be a two-player game, but then it kind of just flew under the radar. It came out, had a good release, but I didn't hear much from it after the fact. So, finally decided 6 months ago to sit down and play it, and here's my thoughts. Let's check it out.
There's a lot of games out there, some of which you've never even heard of. That's where I come in. I'm Lucious T. I've been playing games since the age of 2, and I have no life. This is Retroactive.
So Astral Chain starts off very much like a platinum game because it's all over the place. You can pick either the boy or the girl, although I think the twin that you don't pick is always going to be a male version no matter what, so it's not like you're playing as one or the other. And one of the big gripes I have with this game is your main character is mute and everyone else is not, which I understand why they do that. It just pulls me out of the game, and there's a lot of stuff in this game that kind of pulled me out of it. The main combat loop is you have a tethered, almost robot, ephemeral thing. They call it a weapon, or I don't know. It's been 6 months since I played it, so I don't know the exact name, but you have this thing on a leash. You control the leash with your right analog stick. And you can make it do some cool things. You can move it. You can try and lock down enemies. That's kind of how the combat is. And you have 5 different versions of that. The first one is the one I really only used. And you can go about upgrading it, of course. You can upgrade its abilities. You can give it different abilities. You can do that. Like, all these games have all this crap where you can do your custom fighting and update this. I find one way that works nowadays in these games, and I just stick to it and I ignore everything else. Because it's kind of like, I don't mind being a jack of all trades when it comes to playing video games, but I don't want to be a jack of all trades in how to play every freaking game I play. So, give me the mace game, give me the sword game, give me the gun game. I don't need the game where it's like, you can be the sword or a mace or blah, 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 blah. Anyways, it was a fun game. Like I said, not having your own voice was annoying, and it's kind of, you have this home base that's just there for arbitrary world building. I couldn't be asked sometimes. Towards the end, I just started running through the next mission, and I'm finding I'm doing this more and more in modern games where they have so much window dressing that's not really important. It doesn't enhance the story at all. It's not like getting the coins in the messenger where it's getting the actual upgrade, like getting the coin was fun. Like, I don't want to just sit and talk to NPCs, or I just don't want to run down this hallway to find this bunny shaped ear and then give it to some other guy and get another bunny shaped ear. And especially when it came with the robots on the chain, I just didn't care to spend because you have experience point levels, and oh my god, everything's so similar. The combat's fun. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's not as intuitive as I would have liked it to be. It is cool to think that you have a secondary pet that you can control, although the execution of it is far from flawless. I found myself making mistakes all the time, hitting the wrong button, or throwing myself to the character when I didn't want to, or it just not doing what I wanted it to. And that becomes especially problematic when you get to the later levels, and especially the final boss, which the final boss is a pain in the ass. But all in all, for a Switch exclusive, because we also have to factor in the fact that Switch games, you're not getting many games like this. And it's definitely a nice addition for a library. If I was recommending it on the other systems, I'd probably skip it. I'd do something like Nier or Automata, something like that, that's the same kind of feel, but is a lot more polished. But yeah, if I was going to give this game a rating, I gotta give it a 6. Yeah, it really didn't age well from my perspective. The longer I let it lie, I just didn't like it. But hey, I know some people do. It's very colorful. There's a lot in there to do. A lot of busy work. If you like customizing, you can even paint your robots and all that crap, but I'm just not into it. So yeah. Astral Chain, pick it up, play it. That's your homework.